as Leicester City enter the Carabao Cup at the second round stage, coming up against League Two Tranmere Rovers, as they did almost 12 months ago at Prenton Park. 3 times these two sides have met in this competition. Leicester have won all 3 of them, and on 2 occasions they went on to lift this trophy. It's game number 3 of the season for City, but it is game number 5 for Tranmere Rovers. They are unbeaten in their 3 league games so far this season without conceding a goal. Leicester City beaten in the Premier League at Fulham 3 days ago, and 3 players remain in the starting 11 that Steve Cooper names this evening. Wout Faes, Wilfred and Didi making his 275th Leicester appearance. Harry Winks, the 3rd of those players that remain. Steve Cooper does hand first Leicester City starts and home debuts to summer recruits Caleb Okole, Oliver Skipp and Jordan Ayew. Tranmere beat Walsall on Saturday. 2 changes to their side. Joe Murphy and Chris Merry come in. And Joe Murphy, the 43-year-old goalkeeper, he was in goal in the year 2000 when these two sides met at Wembley. The Matt Elliott brace sealing the League Cup for Leicester City. Mentioned it to Matt before the game, Jerry, and he wasn't sure whether Joe Murphy tonight playing made him feel young or just even older than he was.
Well, it definitely makes me feel ancient. 24 years that young lad's been going. Wow. You know, it's some achievement, you know, in itself. So, you know, you take your hat off to him. So he must have been a slip of a lad then.
I think very quick maths. I think he was 19 back then.
19, yeah. So, yeah, fair play to him.
Our sympathies go to Sven and his family and friends. We will get underway at King Power Stadium with Tranmere all in white, Leicester City all in blue. It's a fine summer's evening, the sun setting across the far side in front of the East Stand. And it's League Two, Tranmere kicking towards the Kop end in the first half. Denny Ward in the Leicester City goal. Steffi Mavididi midway inside his own half. Luke Thomas has come in to play left back, the academy graduate, spent last season on loan with Sheffield United and with Middlesbrough. And in the centre of the field, the first touch for Oliver Skipp, wears the number 22 jersey that was left vacant by the departure of Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. He'll be alongside former Spurs teammate Harry Winks in midfield, and Wilfred and Didi also. And it's Winks on the left of the centre circle on the halfway line that plays the ball to Wout Faes, a goal scorer at Fulham at the weekend, made it 1-1 before Fulham went on to win the game. It's a ball forward that has rolled under the boot of Wilfred Ndidi midway inside his own half, and then the chase is on at the top end of the ground. Harvey Saunders alongside another debutant in Caleb Okoli.
Yeah, nice fluent start from Leicester there, getting a lot of little passes off, and then it just coming to Wilfred Ndidi, lets it run under his feet, which is unusual for him, but a nice fluent start.
Wout Faes has found Ricardo, who's ventured forward down the right side. He was about 20 yards from the Tranmere goal as he goes back to Faes and infield to Winks, and it's fizzed out into the feet of Mavididi. An underlapping run from Ndidi. Just caught that with the outside of his left boot. A scorer at Prenton Park last season, was the first of his 6 goals in total for Leicester in the last campaign, but his cross there goes behind the goal and out for a goal kick. Straight to Okoli, who comes over the halfway line, holds out a hand, wanted some support. He finds it in the shape of Luke Thomas before Mavididi takes it from him 25 yards from the Tranmere goal, close to this left touchline. Goes back to Okoli again, was rushed into the pass, but he finds Casey McAteer drifting infield from that right-sided position. And it's a ball that's floated back out to Mavididi. 3 making their way into the box in Leicester blue. Mavididi, a step over onto his right foot. He's got 3 in front of him, so he chips the ball to Ricardo. Patrick got enough on it. Winks with a shot that was low without much power, and there was enough Tranmere bodies back there to make the block and then the clearance. And it's up and over the halfway line where Wout Faes will look to find Luke Thomas with the header. Thomas heads it down into the path of Winks, who'd come back to help out the 3 defenders. Leicester back in possession again. 12.5 minutes gone, 0-0 in this second round League Cup tie.
Yeah, again, good work again, you know, patient build-up from Leicester.
Faes has found Ayew, right side, going towards the byline. He's been able to hook the ball in. It's hanging in the air invitingly, but it was headed clear by Norman, the right back inside the 6-yard box. Now it's Harry Winks, 25 yards out into Ricardo, right of the D. Again, it's over to this near side. Mavididi, clearly Leicester's threat so far in the opening stages. Ndidi, lovely pass to McAteer, a shot that was deflected again. Tranmere defending in numbers, bodies in the way, and McAteer's shot blocked and again eventually cleared. Feels like Leicester are just starting to exert their authority, although that'll be a foul of Caleb Okoli, bringing down Harvey Saunders, who's in a dangerous position on the far side.
Yeah, he just got a little bit overzealous there, didn't he?
And that is the danger that Tranmere have on the break.
Yeah, they've got pace, haven't they? They've got a bit of pace up top with Patrick, Jennings. You know, and on that occasion, you know, Harry Winks just dove in there, didn't he, and didn't win the challenge. But thankfully, the likes of Wilfred Ndidi were getting back at pace. Leicester were able to deal with that situation.
Jordan Ayew has gone for a shot from distance, and it stung the hands of Joe Murphy, who dives to his right to push the ball away. Jordan Ayew nearly with a goal on his Leicester debut, on his home debut, but for the goalkeeper standing firm.
Yeah, well, it was a speculative shot, wasn't it, from Ayew? Good 25 yard. And Tranmere yet again were able to get it back in numbers and just deal with that situation.
Harry Winks, centre of the Tranmere half of the field. McAteer, first time to skip, it's opened up on the edge of the area, slips it down the right to the box to Ayew. He was dealt with and shepherded away by O'Connor, but he's still got possession, the former Crystal Palace striker. He's about 25 yards out, right of centre. Wout Faes has joined him. This is Harry Winks, Luke Thomas, inside left onto Mavididi, threatened to make a turn on the outside, but then moves the other way. It's a short ball forward to Winks. It's short and precise at the minute from Leicester, and it's a layoff to Ndidi. Now it's opened up. Wilfred Ndidi just wide. Lovely layoff by Skip. Ndidi with those long legs striding into the penalty area. A left-footed strike across the face of goal and just wide of the far post. Half an hour gone. Leicester 0, Tranmere 0.
Yeah, it's a lovely little move. It's Harry Winks in the skip. Just bypasses Ndidi, getting the ball in the skip, but Wilfred reads that situation, just spins out of that little pocket.
Time to turn on the halfway line. That's a brilliant ball into Ndidi, so precise, and the layoff has found Oliver Skip looking for a debut goal before Murphy came out to smother the ball. 2 openings in very quick succession, both in that inside left position of the penalty area. This time it was Skip, the debutant, racing onto it. Murphy, even at the tender age of 43, quickly off his line.
Yeah, again, lovely move. This time it's Ndidi supplying Skip. He had an option to square it into the box for Jordan Ayew.
30 yards out, back to Thomas, infield. Harry Winks, first time just keeping the ball moving. This is Wout Fass. To the right where it's Ricardo, one-on-one with Amari Patrick into Skip, looking for a 1-2. And then it's Casey McAteer. It's a neat move by Leicester so far. Fass with a crossing opportunity on the right. It's away from Ndidi. The clearance straight to Harry Winks, and Leicester can come forward again. Jordan Ayew has Ricardo in a central area. He's got Skip, and he's gone for goal himself. And that was the right option. A home debut, a first Leicester start, and a first Leicester goal by Jordan Ayew. Outside of the penalty area, right-footed. A powerful, accurate shot that gives Leicester City the lead against Tranmere in this Carabao Cup tie just before half-time.
Wow, well, I don't even think the keeper was expecting that. You know, we've seen him a few minutes before hit one like that. Keeper makes a good save, but on this occasion, absolutely no chance. He gets a hand to it, Murphy. He just bends it, arcs it, thumps it with a bit of curl into that far corner.
Real growing injury list. Tranmere only able to name 5 substitutes at the weekend. They have managed to name 7 tonight. Ayew chasing with support arriving. He's on the right side. There's 4 inside the penalty box, but he's going to go alone here. Jordan Ayew checks back onto his right foot, lays it off to Ricardo, slid across to the 18-yard line where Ndidi was waiting. Almost pokes it towards the goal. It rolls wide without troubling Joe Murphy. Into injury time, Leicester still lead by a goal to nil.
Now that was a proper toe poke from Wilfred.
On to Harry Winks, back to the far touchline again. Mavididi will use his pace. He will just ease beyond Norman. Checks back onto his right foot, almost teasing the Tranmere right back before he finds Oliver Skip. Onto Ricardo, forward to Ndidi, edge of the box, back to Ricardo. He's gone down, and the referee has awarded Leicester City a penalty. Less than 5 minutes gone in the second half. Lovely intricate play on the edge of the area. Ricardo bursting into the box. Tranmere will bemoan the decision. They will surround the referee. But Lewis Smith, the man in black, is pretty certain that that will be a Leicester City penalty.
Well, it just lifted the tempo there, didn't they? It said that, and the referee has judged that as he's gone past him, somebody's dangled the leg out and took Ricardo down. So great play, great build-up play again.
Steffi Mavididi has taken penalty responsibility. The referee making sure everyone is back behind that 18-yard line. Mavididi adjusting the bottom of his shorts as he stands over the ball. Then he takes a few small strides back close to that 18-yard line. Joe Murphy in the Tranmere goal. He's beaten. It was low down. Murphy wasn't far away as we look. It was in the bottom left corner. Murphy went that way but couldn't quite extend himself enough to make the saves. Mavididi is off the mark for the season, and early in the second half Leicester have daylight in this cup tie. 2 goal daylights thanks to Steffi Mavididi.
Yeah, good solid finish, wasn't it, from Mavididi, as you said. Keeper goes the right way. But just too much pace, too much accuracy on that one.
Then it comes to the right-hand side to Wout Fass. Again, he's almost invited to come forward, edge of the box, tees up Ricardo. Crossing opportunity on the Leicester right, but he goes back out to the Belgium defender. Joined by Harry Winks close to that 18-yard line. Back to the right touchline to Ricardo, uses his left foot to touch the ball infield to Ndidi. Comes back to Ndidi via the pass from Harry Winks. Wout Fass has stayed forward on this attack, and Ndidi dropping the shoulder, coming in 20 yards from goal, moving into a central area, and it might come back to Ndidi, rather fortunately, but he will take full advantage, right-footed, passing the ball into the bottom right corner. The attempted pass came off a Tranmere player and landed invitingly for Ndidi It was on his left foot, but he quickly checked back onto his right. A scorer at Tranmere 12 months ago. A scorer at King Power Stadium against the same opposition to give Leicester City a 3-goal lead.
Yeah, it's a textbook goal, just keeping the ball at will, Leicester, and then again, when it matters most, just that injection of tempo and pace, and just slots it into the corner. Keeper absolutely no chance. But
cheers of their supporters each time a successful pass is made. The cheers will start with Christian Dennis seeing his pass intercepted on the far side by Luke Thomas. Leicester have it on the edge of their own penalty area. Caleb Okole has gifted it to Cameron Norman, and from the edge of the box it's a right-footed shot that was drilled wide of Danny Ward's goal.
Yeah, almost a massive mistake there from Okole. Just caught between two minds. You can see Harry Winks, he's in loads of space when it comes to him.
He's got about 8 minutes of normal time to show the Leicester fans why they sing his name so often. Alves, those quick, tidy feet once again. Playing the ball to Winks, onto Chowdhury. Mavididi, edge of the box, lovely first touch, and opens up the shot that is inches wide. Murphy was stood stationary, just gazing at the ball that fizzed beyond him, but unfortunately for Leicester and Mavididi, fizzed past the post.
It just opened up for him, didn't it? He gets turned about 25 yards out.
After leaving Leicester, went on to have 3 seasons with Bradford City. Here's Connor Wood again. There's 3 inside the penalty area. Tranmere want to go home with a goal as Jennings switches the play to Cameron Norman. Solomon, it's left for Christian Dennis, who turns and hooks the ball beyond Danny Ward and over the bar. And at the minute, Leicester holding on to that clean sheet and 3 goals in their favour.
Yeah, it's probably the first shot. Well, it's not, it's the second shot gifted by Okole, but again, difficult technique to try and pull off. But Norman just makes sure he doesn't get free of him.
Winks, lots of time on the edge of the area. He's had a shot, and why not? What a stunning goal from Harry Winks late in this game to give Leicester a 4th goal. Tranmere backed off. Winks was invited to shoot, and it's a powerful, well-struck shot that's arrowed into the bottom left corner of the goal. Leicester 4, Tranmere 0. Harry Winks with a cracker. Final knockings of the game, goal kick that Joe Murphy will take. Left-footed towards the left wing back Bradshaw. He leaps, but he can't get contact on the ball. Harry Winks picks up the ball that's on the plinth on the side of the field, and that'll be the last action of this League Cup second round tie that Leicester navigate comfortably beyond League Two. Tranmere Rovers goal up at the break. A home debut, a first start for Jordan Ayew, and a stunning goal from the edge of the area. A right-footed curling effort out of the reach of Joe Murphy. 50 minutes in, Leicester had a second. Ricardo fouled in the penalty area. Stefan Mavididi stepping up and placing the penalty perfectly into the corner, just out of the reach of Murphy in the Tranmere goal. 20 minutes later, Wilfred Ndidi, thanks to a fortunate deflection, the ball landing in his path, but still had work to do as he passed it right-footed into the bottom right corner of the goal. And then bang on the 90th minute, another early contender for goal of the season with Harry Winks with a low, well-hit drive into the bottom corner of the goal. Leicester 4, Tranmere 0, the final score, and Jerry, as I say, really comfortable in the end.